Good day, viewers. We are members of Nigerian Association of Pharmacy Students, Eastern Mediterranean University, North Cyprus, Turkey. We're presenting an awareness video on human papillomavirus, that is HPV, ranging from the causative agents, the mode of transmission, the symptoms, and the precautive measures. Listen and be informed. Thank you.
Human papillomavirus is a DNA virus with a genome of approximately 8,000 base pairs. It belongs to a family of virus known as the papillomavirus family. Over 100 varieties of this virus are in existence, and 40 of them are known to cause cancers. The human papillomavirus basically has two categories: the high-risk HPVs and the low-risk HPV. It is a virus that infects the basals, the keratinocytes of the skin or the mucous membrane. It cannot bind to live cells, which is the reason it infects the epithelial cells of the stratified epithelium, and that is the only tissue in which it can replicate. Coming down to the statistics, worldwide, above 79 million Americans are presently infected with HPV, and over 4 million people are newly infected every year. As at 2002, 5.2% of all new cancer cases were attributed to HPV. Over 5.2% of all new cancer cases were attributed to HPV, and over 99.7% of them are causing cervical cancers.
So how can this virus be transmitted? HPV virus can be transmitted mainly through skin-to-skin contact and also through all forms of sexual intercourse, including vaginal, oral, and anal. Pregnant ladies who have these viruses stand the risk of transmitting it to their children during delivery. Also, individuals who have this plantar wart, that is what's beneath the foot, also can transmit it to people while walking barefoot. So it's advisable to walk with your footwear on. Also, individuals who have this virus but then it has cleared in one way or the other still have this risk of transmitting to other people.
Most HPV infections are subclinical and they show no physical symptom. But however, you can say that early sensation, burning sensation, and dyspareunia are part of the infection symptoms for early infection. The most striking characteristics of this HPV multiplication and the pathogenesis is specificity for epithelial cells and the mucous membrane. For example, a small number of virus, specifically the type 16 and type 18, are known to cause 70% of the cervical cases. But you can say that this transformation from the cervical cells to the cancerous cells is a very slow process. That is why the cancer occur in people that have been infected over a very long period of time. And that type of these viruses are known to produce mucosal lesions, which are responsible for causing genital wart. Example is the condyloma acuminata, which is a sexually transmitted disease. The last one is the virus that causes that produces benign lesions that are found on the skin, but these are non-cancerous skin growth. Example, the planar wart, the common wart, and the flat wart. Thank you.
The risking factors of this disease. There is no actual way to test the status of the people with this HPV virus, but the people that are prone to this disease has weakened immune system, they have damaged skin, children, adolescents, and multiple sexual partners. And the role in cancer. The two primary oncoproteins that has the high risk of HPV status is the people with the E6 and the E7. These proteins help to inactivate the tumor suppressors of the retinoblastoma and the P53. The cell cycle differentiating host keratinocytes helps to favor the amplification of the viral genome and also the constant late gene expression.
No specific treatment for HPV. It is normally cleared away by the immune system or it goes away by its own. However, there are some available therapies for the treatment of HPV-related problems, such as salicylic acid for the treatment of warts, imiquimod for the treatment of skin cancers.
So I'm sure you've been wondering, what am I meant to do to prevent myself from contracting this virus? I've learned so much about what HPV is and the diseases it can cause. Well, there are three methods on how you can prevent yourself from contracting this virus called the human papillomavirus. You can either, the first one, which I'm very much sure about, is sexual abstinence. If you don't have sex, you're not going to contract the sexually transmitted virus. It's something that is very easy to understand. Then the second method is by using a condom. There are two types of condoms. There's the male condom and there's the female condom. Using these condoms can help you prevent yourself from contracting this virus. And the third method is vaccination. Now this method is very important because it's a method that everybody can use. It doesn't matter how old you are in a way. But there are two vaccines that can be used. There's Gardasil and there's Cervarix. Gardasil is used to prevent contracting the HPV type 2, type 6 and type 11. These two viruses, they are the main viruses that cause genital warts. Gardasil also prevents the contractment of HPV virus 16 and 18 types. These two viruses, they are the major viruses that are involved in cervical cancer. So Gardasil really, it prevents genital warts and cervical cancer, the 4 types of HPV viruses. And then we have Cervarix. Cervarix is it's a little more narrow, but then it focuses on the 2 viruses for cervical cancer, which is HPV type 16 and 18. But with Cervarix and Gardasil, it can't be given to children below the age of 9, but it's advised that children between the ages of 12 to 11 and 13, it's advised that these kids, they get vaccinated. But if you weren't vaccinated as a child, you can get vaccinated as an adult. The time schedule for these vaccinations are 3 injections over the course of 6 months. Every 2 months an injection is given. This is to make sure that the individual is immunized properly. That's really the much I can say about prevention, but it's very important that we all get immunized against this HPV virus. And especially people who have a homosexual orientation, they are in a greater, they have a greater chance of contracting this virus. So it's very important that they get immunized. Thank you.
As we've all heard, HPV is a very dangerous virus. And as we heard from the transmission, most of them are transmitted through sexual process. The best thing we can do is abstain from sex. And if we can have protected sex or have sex with only the one who has sex with only you. Remember, health is wealth and your health is our concern.